How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be getting rid of these ugly stock chrome headlights, and we're going to be installing the OLM Sequential HID headlights. So not only are they going to look a whole lot better, they're also going to improve our visibility. One, because the HIDs are going to produce a lot more light output, and two, we're going to add those integrated turn signals that are built into those headlights. So we'll have those along with the ones we already have in our bumper. The install is pretty straightforward, so I'm going to walk you through that process. Obviously, the first step is going to be removing the front bumper, as you've seen I've already done. It's just some 10mm bolts up top and then pop clips all around. You do need to remove the side markers to get access to some of those pop clips back there. And then make sure everything is unplugged as far as your turn signals and fog lights if you have them. And in my case, I had to disconnect my ducting for the brake ducts, and then I was able to pull the bumper off. Once the bumper is off of the car, go ahead and unplug your headlights, and then there are a total of 5 10mm bolts along with one pop clip that is holding the headlight and bracket in place. Once we get those removed, we can pull the headlight off of the car. Before we get these installed, let's take a quick look at everything that is included. Obviously, you've got the headlights themselves with the bulbs pre-installed. You have the ballast for the HIDs, and then you have this 8 to 6 pin harness that you're gonna need to use if you have an FRS or anything with a 6-pin OEM headlight harness. If you have a BRZ or 8.6 or anything with the 8-pin harness, it's basically a plug and play install. Now, if you are gonna be using this harness, you're gonna need to pick up some sort of T-taps. So I've got some posi taps here, and then you also need some 3M to mount the ballast. Once you've got everything together that you need, we can get these installed in the car. Now, when you're installing the new headlights, there's basically two places you want to pay attention to. One is going to be the tab on the outer side of the fender here, and then there's also a tab right above here in this section that you'll need to make sure fits into the hole like so. And then we can get the bracket reinstalled and everything bolted up. We've got the headlights installed. This is where I've mounted the ballast for the HIDs. This is mounted to the crash beam, and this is mounted to the support that's right in front of the wheel well. Now we can go back up top, and I'll show you guys how to get the harness wired. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the wiring off of the car to make things as easy as possible. We're gonna start off with those of you who have an OEM 8-pin harness, which I said is basically plug and play. There's just one thing that you have to do to make sure that your DRL works. If you look on the connector on the back side of the headlight here, you'll see a yellow and white wire that both have connectors. You need to disconnect the white wire here. And then if you look on the harness that's coming from the leveling motor, you're gonna see that there is another white wire that has a male connector. You need to plug this into the female connector that's coming from out of the headlight. And then you just need to plug this into your OEM harness, plug this into the OEM harness for the leveling, and you are good to go for the 8-pin people. Now, I'm gonna go back to how it was. For those of you who have a 6-pin OEM connector, you're gonna need to utilize the included harness. So one end has the 8-pin that goes into the headlight, like so, and the other is the 6-pin that goes into the OEM harness. And then there are 3 wires, 3 leads here that you need to tap into your OEM turn signal harness. The yellow wire here is gonna be for the turn signal. The white wire is going to be for the DRL, and the black wire is going to be the ground. So here are the wires that you need to tap. The yellow wire needs to go to the red wire on your OEM harness. The white wire, which is the DRL, needs to go to the green wire on your OEM harness, and then the black goes to black, and this is obviously where your T-taps come into play. And you're not gonna be utilizing, well, I'm not gonna be utilizing this connector because I do not have auto leveling headlights, so I'll just probably cut these wires and plug this connector. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So the headlights are installed on the car and everything is reinstalled. So I'm gonna run through the functions with you guys real quick. These are going to be your DRLs. Obviously the projectors are going to be the low and high beam. And then here are the sequential turn signals. There you have it, guys. The new headlights are installed. Absolutely love how they look on the car. Really enjoy the blacked out housing. The boomerangs are super bright. Obviously the HIDs are gonna be bright as well and improve our visibility. And those sequential turn signals are a nice added touch. So if you guys wanna pick up a set of these for yourself, the link is down below. I'll also include all of the wiring information as well. And that's it. I wanna wish you guys happy holidays. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.